So good starting field position. Right at the 50-yard line. This will be stopped. Parker, 8-yard gain, second and
look at me.
On second down, Williams. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
You want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted, use that speed against him in the future.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Jones. He finds Coleman. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 15 in the first.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for Mexico City. First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On first down, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
132 fighter. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, exit.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
But how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Jones throwing on 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Kaepernick. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Running with Kamara. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll find Everett there, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line.
Mexico City, first down. 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. Mike, check. 59. Topper. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not a group. Relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And all the way in for the touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. On second down, Kamara. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, big side. Let's go, let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, here we go. 70, Indy. Hey, team 6, Team 6, General West.
From the 38, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On the toss, here's Williams. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Leo.
Williams. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, Alpha. 59, Mike. 59. Now.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. And he checks this one down to Williams. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 39 that time. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
X3, 218, jump.
At the Saints' 11-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Anzalone. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Hey, Echo.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47.
Man, I got you.
Look. Squeeze.
He's checking. Crash.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Rosa's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check 56. Nice.
Again, it's Kamara. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Set, ready. 6 yards.
Right there, 56. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 52. Check 43.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Kaepernick now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
Let's go, baby.
Complete to Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 10. First down, Saints.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, baby.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A lone second remains now in this third quarter. Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Mexico City. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 19 yards away. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Williams. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. He finds Howard complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw, Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. There will be 37 yards there on the punt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And a scary incompletion. Almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Jones to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara, try to run for it. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Watch out. Watch out.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
That's it, baby.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Leonard Williams, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Kaepernick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down.
Ready.
Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Look at me. Score.
On 3rd down, Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Jones now throwing on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
A new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter. Makes this thing a little bit, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. They're going to clock a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
On that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, Charlie!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jones. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Jones throwing again. Catch made by Slayton. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line.
That's good for Mexico City.
Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And right now, it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Mexico City, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
so much.